Hello and welcome back to Bmore Speaks. I'm your host, Krishana Davis. Today I'm here with my good friend, Sidai, who is the founder of Generation of Dreamers, which is a male streetwear line. So Sidai, can you tell me a little bit about what was your motivation to start your clothing line?
The motivation was being unhappy at that point in my current career and just knowing I had way more talents and things I wanted to express. So that was the main thing, was just knowing that what I was doing, which was engineering, was not for me. I wasn't happy. An unfortunate set of circumstances really pushed me to pursue it, but that's the main thing. I just wasn't happy doing what I was doing.
Okay, so why clothing of anything you could do?
Well, originally the thing was sort of a shoe store. And when I was doing my research, talking to vendors, you gotta have a lot of capital for a store, and you gotta have a lot of connects to get the brands you want. So I said I'll kind of backdoor it. If I can't, get the connects that way, I'll start my own clothing brand, get my foot in that way. Then it more so became, like I said, my clothing is more so like my art. And this is just the current avenue for it. It's going to change. It'll come out something different. But right now, my peers, they pay attention to clothing. So if I put my message on a shirt for you to see it, then I'll do it that way.
Okay. So one thing I noticed is that you have great attention to detail. You have satin, leather, you have great quality of your clothes. So tell me a little bit about the aesthetic.
For the Roy G. Biv OG, I did for this collection, I want to step it up a notch and really bring like the high quality. So the leathers, Italian lambskin leather, the t-shirts are 6-ounce t-shirts. They aren't the flimsy thin ones. The hoodies are 10-ounce premium fleece. Crate bag satin. It's not the type of satin you can really order wholesale. It's the type of stuff you got to go in a fabric store and feel, because all satin's not the same. So it's crate bag satin with the faux ostrich. It's fancy a little bit. Just want to step it up a little bit.
And when people think leather, they think black, but you're not just doing black leather. So tell me a little bit about the colors.
Well, the beginning half of the collection was more geared towards OG. People think original gangster, which it does stand for, but also original God, which is what it stands for me. So I wanted to keep it more with the blacks and the whites. I didn't want to get too outrageous with the OG meaning. But now that the weather's breaking, I'm moving to the Roy G. Biv portion. You see all the colors. So I got something with purple leather coming out, teal leather, orange leather, red leather, green. That's about to hit next month.
So I see cream on a lot of your stuff and OG. So explain to us a little bit about what, the meaning of a lot of this stuff is.
Well, cream, everyone will know, like Wu-Tang, Raekwon, ice cream, cash rules everything around me. I say cash rules everyone around me, but it doesn't rule me. Or really see that rises even amongst men, because this is a game dominated by men, and when you're a female like me, you get a lot of friction when you try to work with people. So really, to me, it's see that rises even amongst men, but to everybody else, it's casual everything around me.
So you mentioned being a woman in a male-dominated profession. You make men's clothing, and most of the people who make men's clothing are men. So how has that been for you?
It's been funny, weird, like it goes well until they figure out I'm a female most times. Then it's like they get really thrown off. Like I had so many people like over email and social networks, the energy to one thing, and then when I talk to them, it's like it sinks, and it's like, so what? But then you get some people when I start to travel away who don't care. It's like, I don't care, it's dope. So it's hit or miss, but that's why I try to not turn it into a self-facing brand, so you don't really see too many pictures of me, or just see pictures of other people in it and the product. So it's been up and down, but I think once I have confidence in myself and I really portray that, like, you can't help but to love me and my brand. So that's what I'm stepping towards.
Now I know your brand is local and also international. You have some stuff in Japan. So tell me about some of your local places that people can find your stuff, and then some of the international places.
My Dear Vintage, 2015 Charles Street. You can find it there. Good people. Lace Boston online. Check it out if you can't get up there. And Skate Pizza Shop online as well if you can't get it there. And the biggest place is Unique Basement Japan. That's the big one.
So how did you end up getting your stuff in Japan?
We blew up really, really big, really fast. It's weird. So within like the first 6 months, they hit us up with some pieces, but I didn't believe it. Like, this is a sham. Y'all, come on, whatever. So I ignored them. And then like 3 months later, they hit us back again with like large quantities. I'm like, let me do my research now, ask around. I found out like, no, like they're a real deal. So we just had a continuing relationship. Like they really have like some of the dopest pieces I've ever seen. Like they really do pull from different corners of the world, like the best stuff. So I'm so happy to be in professional now.
So tell everyone where they can find you, contact you if they're interested in some of your stuff.
Always 24/7 generationofdreamers.com. If it's nowhere else, it's always there.
All right, well, thank you so much for being on the show with us today. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
All right, this is Krishana Davis, and I'm your host of Bmore Speaks. Have a good one.